I've been fascinated. You know, when I first went on my journey, when I met Paul Bragg that night, which is now 38 plus years ago, I felt so inspired. I had such a clear vision that somehow that sustained me for the last 38 years. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do what I do, and I love researching, writing, traveling, and teaching. And somehow that was catalyzed. And I just assumed everybody lived that way. I just assumed everybody wanted to get up and do what they love doing. And then I started noticing that not everybody lived that way. And I wanted to know what was making the distinction. Why do some people have an inspired life, and why are other people not doing that? They're feeling they're having quiet lives of desperation, as Thoreau described. And I want to know why. I've been asking questions why, I guess, all my life. And I want to know what is it that makes people tick, what makes them excel and be successful, you might say. And it's now, over the years, gradually looking at what drives human beings, what inspires them, what motivates them, why do they keep consistent, dedicated to things, and why do they give up on things. And I'm absolutely certain that the study of axiology, which is the study of human values, is the key to it. And why I spend so much time in every seminar I present, I bring it up, because it is the cornerstone. And it goes back to very, very old Greek writings. The farthest we can go back into making a science of it is the Greek writers. And Aristotle was the king of this. He said that nature abhors a vacuum in a sense, and all vacuums want to be filled. And anything that's empty wants fulfillment. And I realize that in human beings, anything that they don't feel they have enough of, they want to go get more of. And so I always say that whatever we perceive as most missing becomes most valuable. And that's the driving force. That's the catalyst for all motor activity from the nervous system. I later found out that our sensory system is actually geared by our values. The glial cells that run the brain literally myelinate the brain in such a way that it maximizes the fulfillment of human value systems. So we're a living organism trying to fulfill our lives, fill full that which is perceived as empty or missing. I later realized that nothing was missing, and I really got that, believe it or not, sitting in Nepal with a Vampa Lama, who gave me one of his texts, and we had a discussion about the illusions of missingness. That in actuality, nothing is missing, but in our sensory reality, we have things that appear to be missing. This is exactly what Plato said, that all learning is recollection, and we just don't realize we already know it. And nothing's missing, it's just there, we're just not honoring the form it's in. So I started realizing that we have this misperception that we're missing things, and as a result of it, we have a void, and therefore the voids are driving our values to try to fulfill those things. And I realized that that's the key to what makes people tick, what makes people see the world, act upon the world, and make decisions in the world. So the value system is crucial. And I think I probably have developed and devoured that topic probably as much as anybody on the planet now. And I've been fascinated by it, studying every aspect of axiology and value systems, morals and ethics. I've written text on it. I haven't published it yet. But I'm very fascinated by it because I think that that is the key. And when people set goals, intentions, and objectives, and daily objectives, that is congruent with that, their highest value, the thing that's most meaningful to them, magic occurs. They're inspired. And I think that somehow I was blessed at a young age to tap into that. To somehow, I think with the help of Paul Bragg, that one night I got a vision that happened to match my values, and so I don't need to be reminded to do things. I don't need to be, hey, it's time to get up and go and do your work. I love it. I have a very strong work ethic. I think it's natural to have a love for what you do. And I think it's because of the congruency. You don't have to worry about limping your life. You can walk your talk when you're congruent that way. And I think that's what merges leadership and genius and unborrowed visions. And that's when you actually have the courage to be yourself and not subordinate to so many other people. So it is the cornerstone. And I think, in all probability, the rest of my life I'll be talking about values for people because this is the cornerstone. In leadership, corporate, political, whether it's a celebrity status or whatever, it's value-driven. I mean, I just had the opportunity in Antarctica to spend time with a lady who literally on cross-country skis went for 50 days against the most unbelievable challenges and made her way literally halfway across Antarctica to the South Pole by herself, completely by herself, nobody, just by herself with a tent and a sled, pulling those things for 50 days 14, 15-hour days pulling by herself in doing that, and talking to her and asking her the questions. It was so illuminating to see how congruent she was with her highest values. It's her life. It's her dreams. Since childhood, she had a dream to make it to the South Pole and ski. And she worked on that and mastered it. And that congruency is what I see in people who do absolutely extraordinary excelling. And so, yeah, that's the cornerstone of everything that we can.